The sun began its ascent as Tamara did yet another walk of shame, quietly slipping into her apartment. Her steps were hushed in a desperate attempt to avoid alerting her roommate. The hope proves futile when she is confronted by her disheveled roommate, brewing a morning cup of coffee in the kitchen. "You went back to him again, didn't you?" Her roommate's words came without preamble, cutting through the air. A disappointed sigh punctuates the following silence. The words seem almost unnecessary. Both women were acutely aware that Tamara had once again spent the night with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, despite her habitual complaints about his deceitful and unfaithful behavior. "You've got some serious daddy issues." The accusation hung in the air, and its weight continues to haunt Tamara long after the sound of the closing door signals her isolation, with nothing but her own remorse to bear. As Tamara went about the rest of her day, the label clung, a cold, harsh verdict, a dagger to her already fragile sense of self-worth. We've all heard those terms, like mommy issues or daddy issues, thrown around. They can feel pretty reductive or even hurtful. But the thing is, there's a little grain of truth in there. Our early relationships with our caregivers, the people who raised us, leave a significant mark on how we handle adult relationships, especially intimate and romantic ones. It's a fascinating concept called attachment theory. Going back to Tamara's story, she grew up in the same household as her narcissistic father. He was charismatic, but it was always about him, his needs, his desires, his ego. Tamara was merely an accessory to his grandiose world, a pawn in his self-centered game. She learned early on that her feelings, her needs, and her boundaries were secondary to his. She adapted, even normalized this behavior, because her father's love and approval seemed like the elusive golden ticket she could never quite grasp. Now, as an adult, the pattern persists. She finds herself drawn to partners who exhibit narcissistic traits, like her father once did. She's stuck in a cycle of seeking validation from men who are, at their core, emotionally unavailable or selfish. Her inability to say no or enforce boundaries is an unfortunate legacy from a childhood where her voice was stifled. Tamara has developed an insecure attachment style. As many as 40% of people develop an insecure attachment style. Unfortunately, trends indicate that there is a rise in insecure attachment in younger generations. This means that more and more people are having difficulties understanding and enforcing their boundaries in relationships. Understanding attachment theory can help reverse this trend. To be clear, attachment theory isn't about blaming our parents for all our relationship problems. It's more about understanding how the bonds we formed as kids affect how we connect with others as adults. Think of it as a kind of emotional blueprint we carry with us into our relationships. Now, here's the good news. Awareness is a superpower you can make your own. No radioactive exposure or being bitten by supernatural bugs necessary.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.